Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to welcome you here at the Fairground Museum to celebrate the gala dinner of the 26th World Poultry Conference organized by WPSA France. It's a real great pleasure to see all that attendance and the need of exchange, of contact, or seeing each other again and again. So welcome here in Paris, in a famous place, the Fairground Museum. The adventure of the 26th World Poultry Congress started more than 10 years ago. You have to imagine that in 2011, we decided to compete in 2012 to organize the World Poultry Conference in Paris in 2020. So 8 years before, and the competition occurred in Salvador de Bahia during the previous conference, the World Poultry Congress in Bahia. And at that time, there was a competition between the American, the German, and the French. And I can say we were really pleased to win the competition. The difference was short, but anyway, we were very happy to organize the 26th World Poultry Congress. You know what happens after. When we started to go in the last phase of the Congress, 2019, we really set up the Congress to welcome a huge amount of attendees. At that time, we expected to have maybe 4,000, 5,000 people here in Paris during the summer 2020. And COVID arrived. You know, all these pathologists around, you should have prevented that to come to our life, because in fact you spend time to work on the mechanisms, the defense, the resilience and so on, but finally we are quite resilient because we arrive to compete and finally to live with that COVID-19. So when we organized in 2020, we had to postpone to 2021 first, and then to postpone to 2022 because we couldn't get rid of this virus. And finally, earlier this year, you know, we had this conflict between Russia and Ukraine challenging us again. But we are really happy here to have so many people around. And here we have only half or even less than half of the attendees of the conference. We are really happy to see you here. And I'm pleased now to invite Dr. Michel Boichard from INRA in France, that she is the president of the organizing committee of the World Poultry Congress. And she is now the president of the World Poultry Science Association. The floor is yours, Michel.
Thank you, Pierre-André. So, just a few words to share with you my thoughts this evening. So what is a World Congress? A World Congress is a place where you meet colleagues, friends from all the countries, all the continents. You are mixing cultures, you are mixing ideas, and this is what is a World Congress. But this is also what is a member of World Poultry Science Association, being a member of a major association worldwide. And sometimes I say to myself, thanks to this, I am a citizen of the world. I believe I am a citizen of the entire planet, and I hope that you just feel the same here this evening by participating to our conference and also being either already a member or joining WPSA soon. So since I am now the president, I am promoting our association, which makes possible this type of meetings. And of course, because of this COVID, as Pierre-André explained, we made it a hybrid event to allow people who didn't have your chance to come here, to be lucky enough to enjoy this place, to still be able to follow the conference. And I'm happy to say that on average, about 450 unique people were viewing the sessions or the posters remotely. So which means that it is working, that both people on site and far enough are still members of our family, of our association. So I would like to thank Pierre-André to have chosen this place, because you are here really thanks to our sponsor, Adisseo and Pierre-André. As you know, he has always a lot of original ideas, sometimes too many, but this is part of the job, of the joke. And as I am a Parisian, I was born in Paris. I tell you honestly, 63 years ago, but my birthday is not today, so take care. And so I've been visiting this place already a few times, and I thought it was really an excellent place to be host the gala dinner. So you will not get a set of classical tables, but again, all this Congress is not classical. Everything has been different from what we expected. So the only thing that finally is good is that you are still numerous here this evening, and this is really what we were dreaming of. We have been working hard, all the French branch, and I must say that in March, April, it was not so sure, so we are really relieved. We feel relieved today to see all of you with us. So I hope you have enjoyed the program until now. It is not finished, so drink, but not too much, because tomorrow morning we still have 3 interesting talks. And the closing ceremony, well, you will learn more about the future activities of this great family, which is WPSA. So thanks for coming. Thank you, Pierre-André, to all our sponsors, but in particular to our diamond sponsor and my good old friend, where sometimes we disagree, but we made it. Thank you, Pierre-André.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words, Michel. Adisseo was really honored to open the scientific program last Sunday with the Water Poultry Conference. I was joking about the WPC to say Water Poultry Conference too. So we opened the scientific program with the open conference, but I'm pleased to welcome Dr. Michel Duclos, the president of the scientific committee of the World Poultry Congress, to give his words on the scientific program.
So thank you, Pierre-André. Just only a few words. Of course, you need an organizing committee to make such a meeting, but you also need a scientific committee. And we designed one about in 2018-19 with a number of specialists from all over the world, about 50 people. Some of them being involved regularly with the WPSA, because some are working group leaders, some are network leaders, and some were but are very well-known scientists in their field. So with their help, we constructed a nice program. What's wrong? I think je parlais trop fort. Okay. So with their help, we built a program, and in fact, the program was already to be going on in 2020, and well, as you know, it didn't happen, but we had already selected short communication abstract for this program. So we did it again twice, so we had 3 calls for abstracts, and finally this gave the final program, and I'm very, I appreciate that many of the speakers we invited from 2019 accepted to confirm their participation and were finally in front of you and made this interesting program. So indeed, I think the contribution of Adisseo has been very interesting, because Pierre-André proposed a very original topic about water, and we learned a lot about water in general and in relation with poultry production. Then we had, and I hope you liked it, this plenary session on the first day. So it was interesting because we could merge scientists from different disciplines and then have a discussion which I think was very fruitful. And from the day after, we had running in parallel many sessions which were either specialized or targeted to what we called object-oriented questions, and which gathered specialists from different disciplines. So I think this has been very successful. We also had a number of posters selected. This is the first time that for a WPC we had electronic poster, and I hope that you liked it. I think it was quite a stimulating experience. But now, as Michel told you, it's not quite finished. Tomorrow we have plenary sessions again. So we hope you will be with us from 8:30 to listen to the last 2 plenary sessions and to take part to the discussions. So I now want to thank everybody for their contributions. This includes, of course, the scientific committee, but also all speakers, whether invited or selected, and all those who submitted abstract, now presented as electronic poster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michel. And I would like just to give few words first. Please, a little bit less sound would be quite better for all the audience and so on. And as both Michel and Michel said about the organizing committee and the scientific committee, it's important to recognize that it's a teamwork. And all this work has been done thanks to a great team from WPSA France and from the scientific committee with all the branch involved. I'm now pleased to launch the Adisseo Research Grant announcement for the 2 grants that were organized in 2021 and 2022. I am pleased to invite Jean-François Roux, our Executive Vice President on Innovation, to give a few words about innovation and how Adisseo wants to support research and innovation.
Good evening, everybody. So you might wonder what these surrogates are here for. We'll see that in a few minutes. But just before we got into the Adisseo Research Grant, just a few words about Adisseo engagement into innovation and especially sustainable innovation. We've heard a lot about the past few days in terms of which impact our value chain is having on the planet. We know that water is a key element, and that was the topic of the plenary session on Sunday, but it's not the only element. So Adisseo has a group having its role to play in this value chain, is fully engaged in developing technologies in a way which is very sustainable, whether about the use of specific raw materials or the process themselves, but also in terms of developing products which themselves would have an impact on the sustainability of our customers' activities. And this is through these different domains that we are engaged in developing innovation. The way we approach innovation globally is through 3 different aspects. The first one is the support we bring to our customers and the support we bring to our plants. The second one is about developing new products and new services. And the third one, which is an important one, which we are celebrating this evening, is about what we could call R&D or research, and more specifically, pre-competitive research. So Adisseo believes that as a private company, we not only have a role to play in terms of impacting positively our planet, developing business obviously and economically viable, but also we do have a role to play for the society. And as far as the research is concerned, that role is expressed through our ability to finance pre-competitive research, where we do have the best scientists around the world developing new know-how, new knowledge, new science around specific topics. And this is basically what has been our motivation about 2 years ago now to launch this Adisseo research grant. And we are here tonight to celebrate the laureates. Unfortunately, for the reasons we all know, last year we couldn't celebrate the winners of that research grant in 2021. So this year we're going to do the two, celebrating the 2021 winners, and obviously these ones, they know who they are because they've been working on the topics for about a year already. But we will announce the laureates for the 2022 research grants, as this is something on which we're engaged on the longer term. And for that I will give the floor to Pierre-André.
Thank you, Jean-François. And I would like to have the music again. And just to remind you, what does that mean, this Adisseo research grant? It means that we put 1 million euro on the table for 2 to 3 projects for 3 years. And I was successful, I would say, to convince my executive committee to say, okay, we can go on the second round. Today we will celebrate 2021 and 2022. And to evaluate the project, to choose the laureate, we decided to base on a scientific committee, an international scientific committee, where we were very pleased to welcome academics as well as feed industry representatives. All these guys discussed together to choose the best project and to choose the laureate. So now I'm really happy to welcome the laureate of the Adisseo Research Grant 2021, Professor Ilias Kyriazakis and Professor Olulinka Olukosi. Could I welcome on the stage Laura Barrault? Laura, please, come on the stage. There is a little bit change. So Laura accompany us on this project of Adisseo Research Grant. But you know, Jean-François is doing the job. Hey, give him the microphone.
What you propose, this is great. Thank you very much.
So a big applause for Professor Ilias Kyriazakis from FBI, Northern Ireland, UK, and Olulinka Olukosi from University of Georgia in USA. We didn't give you a very simple and easy thing to come back home, but then you cannot hide the thing in your lab. You know, everybody will know that you get the award. Thank you very much. If you want to know more detail of the project, at lunchtime today, we organize the presentation of the scientific program and the next step of the project. Everything is available on feedchannel.online. So feedchannel.online, you'll get the presentation of the project. Now, I'm really happy to welcome the second project. There is no order, it's just 2 projects. The second project, Dr. Rodrigo Guabiraba from INRAE in France, who proposed the project, and Professor Bernd Kasper from Munich University in Germany. And I should welcome also Professor Lonneke Vervelde from Roslin Institute in UK, but she could not make it. So this gentleman will bring her the gift.
Yeah, we are very glad. Thank you very much.
Do I have to say anything?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
maybe that's my first mistake of the evening, giving a microphone to Professor Bernd Kaspers, you know?
so in the name of our consortium, I would like to thank Adisseo and in particular Pierre and the company for supporting our work. We are really delighted that we can actually dwell further into the gut. Some parasites do as well, but hopefully we are not parasites. So parasiting Adisseo, we won't. So we will do our best to do a good research and to find new interesting results and data.
So as you can see, both projects were based on collaboration. So here you see a very nice collaboration between INRA Institute in France, University of Munich in Germany, and Roslin Institute in UK. And just before, Ilias and Oluyinka shows a good collaboration between US and UK too. So it's very important, the collaboration aspect. Thank you very much. And now, you wait for the laureate of the second Adisseo Research Grant, the Adisseo Research Grant 2022. So I'm really pleased now to welcome member of the International Scientific Committee to open the envelope with the name of the laureate. The first member is Professor Dr. Richard Ducatel from Ghent University in Belgium. Everybody knows Richard. And he has the duty now to open the envelope and to give the name of the laureate. And the laureate is music.
So the name of the laureate of the 2022,
Grant.
is Professor Dr. Günther Antonissen with the project Microsoldier.
So the winner is Professor Dr. Günther Antonissen. And, yeah, a big applause. Just to tell you that Rick decided not to vote for his friend. And I put him in the difficult situation to give the award.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We definitely would like to thank Adisseo, and we are definitely looking forward to the project where we try to solve a feed challenge, let's say a feed safety issue, and maybe combine it with sustainability. So we definitely look forward to the project.
Thank you. So, as I said before, you will get more details of the project on the feed channel and the interviews and roundtable we organize. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Günther. Now, I would like to invite a second member. You know, we had 15 members. So if we do that now, you are not going to eat. So we have only 3 grants. So the second member of the scientific committee is Dr. Perat Srishana from CP Thailand. A big applause. So now he has a duty to open the second envelope.
So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you very much, PS and Adisseo. So the second winner is Professor Menes Pierre. Congratulations.
Marie-Pierre Letourneau Montmini from Laval University. A big applause for a French-speaking lady. And you have noticed that on the Adisseo Research Grant 2021, we had only guys, but here I'm pleased to welcome ladies on the Adisseo Research Grant 2022.
So congratulations, yes, thank you.
Thank you very much for this great opportunity of dreaming about the project and doing it for the next 3 years.
So good luck to bring back that to Canada. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And now I'm asking for the last grant, I'm asking a member of the scientific committee, Dr. Mario Pence from Cargill Animal Nutrition from Brazil, to open the last envelope. Are you sure to open the envelope?
No.
No, finally, there is no third prize. we change. We decided 2 is enough, the third one we keep for us.
The only thing that I see here is number 3. So I don't know what that means. The number 3 is the winner. No, I'm very glad. Thank you everybody for that opportunity. Thank you, Adisseo. Thank you, Jean-Pierre. It was fantastic, the opportunity to go through all those projects and be tough on them and give the right weight for each one. But I'm so happy, so pleased to call my good friend from Brazil, Inês Andretta.
The winner is Professor Inês Andretta. I recognize a Brazilian. Lot of noise. And again, a lady winner of the Adisseo Research Grant 2022.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's such a great opportunity. We need to thank you very much for opening this opportunity to us. And we hope to have a great project, great results to help the swine and also the poultry production. Thank you very much.
Yes, I did not precise before that Marie-Pierre and Inês are working also on the swine aspect. So we are not selective or we are not exclusive in the poultry business. We talk to everybody. Now I'll tell them stay on the stage, and I would like to invite all the members present of the scientific committee, Dr. Perrin, Dr. Ducatel, Nurul Bassar, to come here on the stage, my kid to come on the stage, and all the laureates of the Adisseo Research Grant at 2022 to come on the stage, and Jean-François to come. Yeah, Inês, come on the stage. We need to make a picture of everybody. Yeah, wait. And then, let's come on the stage, and I would like to invite, just to explain why I'm not retiring yet, I would like to invite on the stage Florian Bardot and Stéphanie Pedrosa, as well as Laura, the dream team of the Adisseo Research Grant. You all received mail with this dream team. You can realize why I'm not leaving yet. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I think everybody is there. So that's good. So a big applause to everybody. Not easy to applaud with a statue. Huh? Thank you very much. And now I would like to give the floor to another person, my Executive Vice President Global Sales and Marketing, Bruno Mackenzie. He will give you the green light to go for the drinks and the food. But before, he will give you a few words.
Good evening, everybody. I will start with a couple of questions that I would like you to give me your answer. What if more than 40% of the total, 40% of the animal protein produced by poultry will be sourced into 2030? What if all human beings in 2030 will be able to afford to eat meat, poultry meat and eggs at a reasonable price with less use of natural resources? What do you think? Would that be a resort? Would that be a mission or reality in 2030? So, yes, good morning and good evening already. My name is Bruno Mackenzie, and I'm Executive Vice President for Sales and Marketing at Adisseo. For me to be present at the World Poultry Congress is not only inspiring, but it's also make me realizing that that mission that I just mentioned can be converted into a reality. The reality in this case actually is that in less than 20 years' time, actually poultry meat will then represent almost 50%, from 45 to 50% of the whole meat produced by the animal livestock. So 41% of the total animal protein will be sourced for poultry. And this is actually the reality. But now, the mission is that how can this reality we can make it happen with the less natural resources that we have, with an increasing pressure of water resources, with this level of greenhouse carbon emission that we are emitting. And that makes this reality a mission for everybody. I would like to thank you, the organizational committee of WWPC, for really organizing this great event and to bring all professionals from a different sector, from industry, from academic world, from the scientific association, all together, back together here in this beautiful city of Paris. So today we can all agree that we can convert that mission into a reality. In this perspective, Adisseo actually aims to reduce its environmental impact. And this is not just an aim, it's already a fact. Adisseo, if we consider to 2021 compared to 2015, has reduced already by 33% the greenhouse gas emission. He has already reduced by 14% the water used in all facilities all around the world. Adisseo has already reduced 24% of the electricity used in the all facilities plants. And in 2030, the greenhouse gas emission will be reduced by 40%, and by 2050 will become carbon neutral. This is a very ambitious target, and I'm proud to work for Adisseo, not only because this is actually one of the leading company, in the animal nutrition, but that because Adisseo actually has already made a great contribution in make that mission into a reality. So, and I'm also proud to think that in 20 years' time, what Adisseo can contribute to make 1/3 of the poultry meat that can be served in every table will be produced with less natural resources. So, in conclusion, the poultry sector, until today, has been made a consistent and significant progress over the last 50 years. But today, raising layers and broilers under these environmental circumstances is going to be very difficult. So, we need to be intentional, everybody here, from a different area, from in this sector, in poultry sector, from industry, from the scientific association, from the academic world. We need to be intentional in taking actions to consistently reduce the greenhouse gas emission, to reduce also the use of water, and also to reduce even the use of energy. We need to be bold in taking everyday action in order that we can continue to farm and produce high-quality poultry protein, but not at the expenses of the natural resources. And I do believe that we can all do that together, all together, everybody. We can all convert that mission into a sustainable reality. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Bruno.
But now is the time to celebrate an important person. The last one, I would say, but not the less important ones. I would like to draw your attention to this important moment, which is a special moment for this great man. You may know already him. And we needed just to, let's say, organize a small and a bit also events to celebrate this moment for him. I will first quickly describe what he has done so far for the poultry sector. He spent actually almost 40 years in the poultry domain. He spent 13 years at INRE and also another 26 years at Adisseo. And in meanwhile, he spent 36 years as a key member of WPSA. And today is one of the key drivers of the poultry research and innovation worldwide. And I'm not exaggerating, believe me. Innovation has been always his passion. That's why he decided to move to industry in Adisseo, where actually he spends a lot of time and he developed a lot of projects. He organized a lot of grants, research grants, and we already seen part of them already today. So this Congress will be maybe last one for him. So I would like you, all of you here, even the one that actually keep on talking down there, to join me with a big applause to introduce this man. Ladies and gentlemen, the man is Pierre-André Gerard.
Thanks a lot to everyone. We know each other for a long time. When he started with 13 years at INRA, 26 years at Adisseo, I say, okay, I know the guy. So really, it's thanks to all the discussion, all the exchange, all the collaborations, and all the trips, and all the memories around a beer or around a glass of wine across the world that I appreciate this work on poultry, science, and so on. But I would like also to give my thanks to INRA for the time I spent there and the long collaboration we have, and also to Adisseo for my 26 years within the company. Different name, always very good people. And I would like also, I could not stop these few words without mentioning, especially for today and for what we have organized here at the Gala Dinner and on the live studio we put on place during the conference. Laura, if you want to come here on stage, Laura Baron, who accompanied me for this live studio, and Broadcast-associés and all the team. I will not give all the names because I will be lost, but Broadcast organized a live studio, so if you want to come even tomorrow, if you want to pass by the studio to get few words on the interview, you will be welcome. And finally, I could not forget also on the name of Michel and the WPC, to thank the colloquium team for the huge work done, even at the last minute, but thanks very much for your help for the success of this Congress. And now, I would say, it's time to enjoy, to play, to drink, to eat. Have a nice evening. Remember the 26th World Poultry Congress in Paris.